hello guys. Welcome to today's live section of the Real Estate Business and Investment Night School. I need to be sure that we can hear us. I know this live section looks like I am filming from not my studio. I'm not filming from my studio, okay? So, but I just have to go live. Do you get it? Awesome. I just have to go live. Anyway, I'm going to be from 2025. I'm going to be doing most of this live section away from my normal studio. So I'm going to be taking a number of trips, and then maybe I'm in Ghana or I'm in South Africa or I'm in the US. I'm going to be taking if it's on, maybe I'm there on a Friday. I'm going to do my live section. So I want you guys to get ready for this. Welcome, welcome, welcome. In case you're new here, I'm Financial Paul, member of the Channel Academy of Nigeria. I teach and train people on money, finance, and investment. And today's section, we'll be talking about the importance of rental income in 2025. A number of people think, oh, you must own a house or you must build a house before you start earning rental income. That is not the case. There are various ways you can earn rental income in 2025. And this section, Night School, Investment Night School, Real Estate Business and Investment Night School, is tailor-made for anything on real estate investment that's going to generate you cash flow. So in today's section, I'm not doing my live section in my normal studio. I'm away from my studio, and that's why you're seeing another kind of background. Because in 2025, I'm going to be doing a lot of trips, the US, UK, Canada, Nigeria, Ghana, and then my live section, anywhere it meets me in the world, I'm going to do my live section. So get ready to see a number of background in 2025. So moving into what we have for today, you don't have to build your first house before you start earning rental income. Rental income simply means owning a piece of real estate and then collecting a rent on it, collecting and giving it out to people to use for a period of time, and collecting an economic benefit, which is usually money. So real estate helps you to buy a piece of the earth, either develop for future economic benefit. Sometimes it could be current economic benefit and future economic benefit. A number of people buy real estate in terms of landed property, and they wait for future economic benefits to appreciate. Not in 2025 again. On this channel, every Friday I Saturday, I talk on real estate business and investment. You need to understand that even if you have, take for instance, a landed property that is kept for a land banking purpose. Land banking simply means you tie down the land, you keep it, you register it for a long period of time, 5 years, 10 years, and then you owe the capital appreciation is going to be high. There are so many people that have seen they bought landed property and they owed it for 10 years. So many people, when they buy the landed property within the space of 1 year, 2 years, and they quickly have some financial need, they quickly start to think about the land they bought 2 years ago. That's not how to grow wealth. If you have a plan that you want to grow your wealth in terms of real estate, have a timeline. Okay, I want to keep this landed property for 5 years. Okay, I want to keep this landed property for 10 years. And not until then before you start thinking about disposing. So if you buy a landed property, for instance, you are buying one plot for ₦1,000,000. In the next 10 years, the plot can never be ₦1,000,000. And then it has appreciated over time. So, but while you are waiting for the next 10 years, you can do what? You can earn rental income. And that is what you should be thinking across all your lands. So you have a land anywhere. It could be you bought from other real estate company, or you bought from our real estate company. Begin to think, how can I earn rental income from this landed property? Apart from you keeping it for the next 5 years, like I have some land that in the next 10 years or the next 5 years, that is when I start unleashing them to sell. And there's some land that I'm buying now that is not open for sale. It's in the next 10 years, or it is partly open for sale. Maybe 50% is going to be sold, and then 50% is going to be kept in the next 5 years or in the next 10 years. I don't know who is going to be giving to, or I am the one that I'm going to be selling it, but I just know that this landed property, for me to earn much more return on this investment, I have to keep it for a long period of time. So your own real estate property has to have purpose and have to have timeline. Because I help people, I give people advices on real estate. I've seen that this is the norms. In 2022, a number of people just say, hey, financial poor, I'm facing some financial this thing. I want to sell that landed property. Then you start thinking about your landed property that you kept somewhere. Then you just, because you are in urgent need, you sell it any price. It is not good. For me, I've faced several urgent financial needs because I aggressively invest in real estate. There are periods whereby I don't have as little as, let's say, 5 million, because I've invested all my money in real estate. And I don't just wake up and say, hey, where's that my house that I built somewhere? Okay, let me sell it for like 25 or 30 million so that I can raise money. No, I look at other income sources that can easily generate me money. So what am I trying to say in essence? You buy a landed property, or you have an housing project that you are building. Don't think about selling when it's not yet time. But apart from that, you can think of how can you earn rental income. So it could be 10 landed properties you have. Your plan is to sell 5 and develop on 5. This is the first way you can earn rental income. You bought a landed property, 10 plots or 30 plots as an instance. I used to tell people, when you are dealing in real estate land banking, 1 plot is for beginner. But if you really want to invest in real estate to earn a lot of money, start thinking in acres. 1 acre, 50 acre, 100 acre. Let's say 3 weeks ago, I was discussing with a family. When we told them the number, I asked them, how many acres do you have? Take, for instance, they said they have 50 acres. I told them I want to buy 45 acres. So, but those family were very wise. They sensed it that looks like this guy wants to bring an investment here. Let's not sell all. And I'm like, So I told them that, hey, I want to buy all the whole acres. They say, financial, can't buy all the whole acres. Because I told them that there are some development we are bringing here. So they already knew, because their land was very cheap. And it is when you buy it at the first instance that it can be that cheap. Because as soon as you buy the landed property and then you clear or register the land, or you just do a gatehouse, they are wise. They increase the price like times 3. So take, for instance, if I'm buying it like 1 million per acre for an instance, I can buy 50 acres at that time. Or let's say I can buy 30 acres. But as soon as I say, okay, I want to buy 20 acres or 15 acres, maybe 1/3 of their land or 20% of their land, and then I developed on it, I can't buy it for 1 million per acre again. I'll be buying it for 3 million. So I use my money to develop the land, and then you are charging me more. Even there is also an housing project that we were running before. Before we ran the housing project, I made sure that I bought a sizable number so that I will know that, okay, I'm the one bringing development there. I need to make a lot of money also. And that can be done when I acquire more. So I used to tell people, you're looking at land banking, you're looking at land flipping. 1 plot is a amateur level. 3 plots, you are starting out. 1 acre, 5 acres, 10 acres, 20 acres, 30 acres. At that point, you are an investor. At that point, because if you are following this channel, I've done several instances in our other previous live section about people that have bought landed property in acres. And if you see, the multiplier effect of the profitability is always insane. You buy a plot of 200,000 naira, you bought 50 plots. 200 times 10 is 2 million. And then times 50 is 2 times 5. That's 10 million. 50 plots for 10 million. But when you now leave it for 5 years, you are now selling 1 plot for 2 million. So if you times it by 50, you are making close to 100 million. And you bought 10 million, 100 million in a space of 5 years. But if you bought 1 plot, you bought it for 200,000 naira. Yeah, I've seen such a development. You bought 1 plot for 200,000 naira, and then after 5 years selling for 2 million, you just make 1.8 million in 5 years. So, but what should you do? And I tell people, whenever you are starting real estate, you don't always have the money. It is not only you, even developers. You can't have the money fully, you can't have the whole money. It's not a cost. It is the way it used to, it is. Sometimes you can clean with an initial payment, and that's why real estate in diaspora is free, because they have access to what? They have access to credit. You see a property that you want to buy for 200,000 pounds or 100,000 pounds, you have your down payment, which is like 10,000 pounds, and then you are funded, and then you spread the mortgage for a long period of time, because they have access to credit facility. And that's why I always say that, okay, it's an opportunity for people who are in the diaspora that have the credit, they are credit worthy, that keep their credit rating very, very important. They can leverage on credit facility in the diaspora, investing in Nigeria, and then if they have the right person that can guide them, they will make a multiplier effect of money. So why am I saying all this? If you are moving into a professional level of real estate investment, don't think one plot, don't think 5 plots, because the amount of time you wait for one plot to develop is the amount of time you wait for 20 plots or 50 plots to develop. And then you don't have the money fully formed. Take advantage of initial pay. These are the things I tell people. Okay, or take advantage of pre-launch. You buy when an estate is launching, and then you spread over a long period of time. Maybe you spread over, let's say, you spread over 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, and then you tie down the initial pay. Real estate company does this. They go to an estate, they want to buy 50 acres. They don't drop the whole money at once. They will spread it for 8 months or 12 months. And then, okay, the whole money I'm supposed to pay, for instance, is 50 million. I'm dropping 10 million naira, and then carve out the whole acres. Okay, if 10 million naira could buy 10 acres as an instance, meaning 50 million naira could buy 50 acres. So I'm buying 50 acres, but I'm paying 10 million initial pay. And then when I do the 10 million that payment, I have a contract of sale spreading it for 6 months or 8 months. Now, within that 6 months, as I've paid 10 million naira, I map out the whole 50 acres that I want to buy, and then I have it in my book. Sometimes I can proceed to register it. Now, within the space of 6 to 8 months, that's why you see company doing pre-launch plan or pre-launch offer, because they want to quickly gather up money so that they can pay the remaining part within the space of 6 months. So when any estate is newly launching, they intentionally reduce the price of their item or their goods or their landed property or their building project, because they need to pay up some things. So when they are able to finish up the pre-launch offer, and then they run several promos, they raise up money, the balance of everybody, they are fine. That is the same way it should be for individual. You have to spread your cash across various opportunities. There's someone that I know that is taking advantage of this, and I love the person enthusiast is enthusiastic nature. Oh, financial pro, you are launching this, so I want to take advantage of it. Oh, you are launching that. Then to the extent that I keep looking at this, I'm like, wow, I love the way you are proactive, taking advantage of new opportunities. And then before you know, within the space of time, this guy has amassed over 20 acres under 20 plots rather under his portfolio, and he's spreading it across various modes. So look at it for your own end to take advantage of pre-launch offer, take advantage of initial deposit. Very important. If real estate company is doing initial deposit, why will individuals not do initial deposit? And then you amass your wealth. But if we are looking at what we have for today, we're talking about earning rental income. You and I know that, of course, you can earn rental income owning a building. Like you buy a land and you build on it. This is the common way of earning rental income that a lot of people know. But there are various other ways you can earn rental income in the real estate space. Now we are in the world of making sure that every investment you invest, we are in the area of leaving no stone untouched. So if you have an investment opportunity or a business opportunity that you have now, look into it and say, okay, what other way can I make money from it? So this is why I'm talking about the rental income. You have a landed property, you can earn rental income from it. There are people that can lease this landed property from you, and then they pay you on a monthly basis or a yearly basis. Monthly basis is rare, yearly basis, and you renew it on a yearly basis. Sometimes it could be 5-year basis. You can see some of these uh, network stations, network company, they lease a particular piece of land from an owner, and they put their mass. Now they are paying rental income for that, and there is an agreement is renewable in the next 5 years. Maybe their agreement will be every 2 years, or every 1 year, or every 5 years. So for your own landed property, wherever it is, you can look out for people that can rent it out. Sometimes you can start earning inflow from it, farming on such landed property. Do you get it? Some of these landed property that are still developing, that are still bush, do you know you can farm on it and you make a lot of money if you have the right people that is handling it for you. In some other videos, I've talked about different ways you can make money while land banking. I talked about rental income. I talked about leasing. I talked about farming. I talked about using it as a parking space. I talked about using it as an event center, something various things. So if you subscribe to this YouTube channel and then you go into my video section, you will see how to make money on your land while banking it. But this section is talking about rental income alone. And how do I know that this is profitable? There are some lands that we bought in some locations like 15 acres, 20 acres, and then one of the family people reach out to us and say, can we be farming on the land? There's someone that wants to farm on your land. Hope you give him an opportunity. I'm like, to farm on the land. Okay, let the person farm on the land. This person farmed on our land and created wealth on that land. And anytime we go on the site, we see differences. In fact, my manager, who is a family man, he would go, and then my driver also. Oh, one day I had to talk to my driver. I say, hey, whenever you come to the site, do what you come to site for, and stop plugging all these agricultural products. Otherwise, I will stop you from coming to site. Say, oh God, don't vex. When I finish, I will want. Because anytime you come to site, you will come with backhoe bag. Start plugging different things on the farm, on the site, because we told the man that okay, but whenever we come, you're gonna give us the produce of whatever you're producing. So there was a time we went to the site, and then they bagged in a lot of vegetables that at the end of the day, the driver had already divided it into three. He divided it into three for himself, for the manager, and for myself. So when I opened it, I said, what is it? You guys just take the vegetables, and then they plug pepper, and this man is making a lot of money from this. Do you get it? And it's not like the site is not developing. So far, it's not being used yet. And as far as rain is falling, things will start growing on the site. Then when I saw that this is a business opportunity, I said, okay, we have to now do this business, because it's the same way one of my mentor missed the business opportunity too. He bought a piece of the earth and he wants to clear it. He called people to come and clear it, and they cleared everything, and they took all the old timbers in that land. When you tell people to come and buy land, they say, oh, it's bush, it's bush. They don't understand that that is where the money is. Anywhere you see that is fully developed, people are already living there. The multiplier effect, the ROI can never be up to 1,000 or 500. Maybe it is like 100%. You bought it for 50 million and you sell it for 200 million. But if you go to the bush with 50, okay, you bought it for 50 million and then you sell it for 100 million. Or you bought it for 100 million and you sell it for 200 million. You make 100% profit. But if you go to the bush, now, if you are a student of this live session every week, you will know some metrics you need to check before acquiring. I've talked about it, future economic projects, there is road to this place, there is community around, all those things. So you don't just go to any bush. After checking all those things, I say, oh, these things are there, then you can invest in the bush. Now, if you invest 50 million in a bush, give it a space of 5 years, you will come out with like 250 million naira. But if you invest like 50 million in a developed place already, give it a place of 5 years, maybe you get out with like maybe 1 million, 100 million, 150 million. because development have reached its peak. The next thing is fall. So, but when it is at its infant stage, it grows up, gets to the peak, then it's falling again. So it's just like that. So, but when it's at its infant stage, you are buying. So, if you invest in the bush, you can then lease out your landed property to people, or you farm on it, create a cash flow. Nigeria in 2025, we're facing a lot of, it's a metrics that we are checking. Since some things is going to go high. You know, the food insecurity that has been flying up in the air in 2024. People seeing high price in product, even tomato and pepper, very costly. People start cooking with cucumber. That's what they call it, cucumber. But we grew up to know it as cucumber. And people start, because cost price of tomato is costly, and then they improvise. That's to tell you that there's a lot of food crisis that is coming up. Now it is time that people start seeing farming as an opportunity to make money. You don't just leave your land. See, this is a market that is in business. You don't need to first check the market. If the market is there, you will make your money. This is a market that is there. Be competitive and you make your money. How will you be competitive? Reduce the value, the price of your item, you make your money. You may do your first harvest because you are just entering into the market. By the time you've run your marketing to different locations, you've done your due diligence, the market is there. People are ready to buy. Some of these products that are coming from the north, when they hit the market, within one day, they are sold out. So the market is there. A number of people are still looking at, hey, that big business, oh, that stuff. If you have a 5-acre farm, you are a millionaire. You are a millionaire in hundreds of millions. If you have a 10-acre farm, you are a millionaire. So begin to look at that route. If you invest like invest like $10,000, $5,000, $3,000 owning a land, and then you are farming on it, and or you have someone to manage it, to farm for you and give you what is it called, trustworthy person. So, but what our company does is this: gives you a landed property in a location that is promising, and then have two offers for you. You lease it back, you earn rental income from this. Take for instance, you have a landed property, 1 acre, you earn close to 900,000 naira to a million naira every year. This, you see, we bring out massive investment opportunity for people, and then some people take advantage of it, some don't take advantage of it. We close it, and then and that's all. So, but this opportunity now, take for instance, somebody gets 10 acres as an instance. 10 acres is selling for let's say that's like 45 million naira. If I do the exchange rate to dollars, I used to tell people that calculator is one of my app that I use every time. So if I do that to $45 divided by 1,600, that's like $28,000. I know $28,000 is not a small money, but 10 acres too is not a small land. 10 acres is like 60 plots. And then you key in with your initial deposit. Very important. And then you spread balance for like 6 to 12 months. Or let me even use 10 acres. There's a reason for me using 10 acres. Now, every year you are earning close to 10 million naira, doing nothing, sitting down in the comfort of your home and leasing the land to a company for farming. Now, it's not a investment that you say, okay, bring your money and then we are trying to do anything. There is a product involved in this. We have a product that we are farming on, and then over a period of time we harvest some of these products. The farm period is within 4 months, 8 months, 4 months. So we can harvest within like 2 times or 3 times in a year, and then gives us time to sell the produce and then generate money. But you are the comfort of your home, earning rental income. So that's the way it is, even for 1 plot, even for 3 plots, even for half plots. So begin to think about leaving no stone untouched. Every of your money should be sent out to generate money for you. Every of your money should be sent out to generate money for you. And every money that you have sent out to create more money for you has to deliver. And that is why we are of the opinion that, okay, if you own a land, a piece of the earth, don't leave it like that. You can earn money, creating different cash flow opportunity from that. And for you, yours might not be farming, maybe because the landed property that you bought over time has developed. Yours can be giving it out to someone that is handling the place, maybe for an industry. Take for instance, block production industry. Some estate that has already gotten to its full maturity. Uh, some people do block industry there. Some people do several kind of businesses there. So if you have the money to develop and then let it out to people, good. But like what I said, developing estates where you make a lot of money is estate that is on a pre-launch offer. And that is what I did too when I kicked off. I took advantage of a pre-launch offer that a mentor of mine was trying to push out. The pre-launch offer, if I tell you the offer, you'll be surprised. And Eka then was going, because he gave me an offer in Ibejuleki. Say, hey, Ibejuleki, one plot is going for 500,000. He told me that more than 7 years or 8 years ago. He told me in November, are you buying? I was like, my money is in e-commerce business. So what can I do? So don't, no problem, I will buy. When it was December, are you buying? It's already 1.5. I'm like, what's the, I don't understand. From 500,000 to 1.5. When I germinate my money from e-commerce business, that was my thought. I will do what? I will invest. In January, he met me, said the land is no longer 1.5. It's now 2.5 million. Like, how are you getting all this calculation? But when I was ready in March, I'm sorry, that land is now selling for 5 million naira. So I'm like, oh my God, what can I do? So when he told me another, I knew I'd lost the opportunity. But people that bought there now is something else that they are selling that land now. Something else so massive. So when I saw that I missed that opportunity, when he now told me another opportunity again, let's say after 6 months, a pre-launch offer somewhere in Ogun State, Bakbalan Tob, not so far from Lafarge Cement. When we were going to that location, we left our the office. It was on a weekend. We left by 1, and by 7 p.m. we have not gotten there. That is how far the place is. And again, because it was on the weekend, people were trying to go back to the city. So there was a little bit of traffic. But we've already gotten to the road that links to that place. So it was already 6:30 to 7. It was late. So he told us to go back. I have some of my colleagues that went with us, but they were discouraged. But I knew that I've lost an Ibejuleki offer. This offer, so far he is recommending it, I'm going to invest. And let me shock you, as at that time, the land, 4 plots was selling for 400,000 naira, meaning one plot 100,000 naira. Do you get it? So I'm like, no, I'm going to invest. So when we went there the other time, when maybe after 4 or 5 days, and I checked all the new investment metrics, I said, no, this land, one plot is supposed to be selling for 500,000. It's just like they're telling me to use 400,000 to buy 2 million, but I'll first exchange it in land, and then if I can market it back, I'll collect 2 million. So I already knew that this thing is a no-brainer to sell off. So I joined the team buying. We were 3 organizations, my company, one of my mentors' company, and a religious organization. Then we bought that place. And guess what? I was aggressive with telling people that this place is an opportunity for people. And then out of the 4 plots, I just sold 2 plots. And then I generated ₦1 million from there. And then now that place, now you can't buy that place for 2.5 or 3 million naira. What was selling for 100,000 naira. And then why was I able to sell it for 500,000? I bought with a company that as soon as they got there, I only bought 4 plots. The company bought 15 acres. So their development was rubbing off on my development. I was like a little, when a car is driving beside a lorry, that was the way I was. I was like a car driving with a lorry. They were the lorry. The real estate company is a giant company. So the next day I got there, they've cleared the whole place. with machine, and then they started their guitar. So when I took my client there, I am benefiting from the development of the company. And that's what I'm sharing with people, that okay, when you're kicking off your real estate company, own an estate. Begin to think like an estate person. Don't think one plot. Whenever I speak to anyone, I say, guy, you cannot get anything, get 3 plots. Get 1 acre, get 2 acre, get 5 acre. Because if you get one plot, how are you going to, the profit is not going to be much. So when they've cleared, they are clearing rubber for mine. So when I took my prospects to the site, it was like, wow, work is going on. I was like, yes, you can see work is going on. We are clearing, not the one clearing, it's the bigger person that I bought with that was clearing. And that's the same concept. And guess what? From that 4 plot, we moved. We bought the next plot we bought it ourselves, and then it was 5 acres, and then we did another 10 acres, and then we did another 15 acres, and that's how we grew. So it is good you kick off by being under an estate. Now, this same thing was replicated by a particular follower of mine. I told him when we were launching an estate, I said this estate is selling for 8 to 700,000 per plot. Buy now is cheap. And guess what? This person bought 6 plots. And then I even gave the person more discount. Okay, the person didn't buy when we were pre-launching. So, but when it was not selling for 1.5, the person now came to me and said, hey, financial, I know you've been pitching this. I want to buy 6 plots, but I don't have 1.5. I knew when you launched this estate. Can you give it to me for this amount? So I think we gave the person for like 1.1 or so. So the person got 6 plots for 7 million naira. And it was just with an initial pay of 500,000. And then he spread his pay for over a year, and then he finished paying. When he finished paying, that one plot was already going for 3 million naira. That was because we have started building in that estate. Even though the person was not allocated the allocation, because he spread his balance for like 1 year, and at the end of the payment, it was like, we are allocated. I said, no, you can't be allocated immediately. We'll do a group allocation. So it took like 2 to 3 months for us to allocate. But guess what? Landed property is started with a 7 million. After 1 year, one plot is selling for 3 million. 3 times 6, that is 18 million. Minus is 7 million, 11 million naira profit in a space of 1 year, because he took advantage of initial pay. He bought within an estate. Because he bought 6 plots. 6 plots is an estate. You don't need to buy, even if it is 6 plots is an estate. 3 plots is a mini estate. So you are thinking like an investor owning an estate within an estate. So, and this is is a strong tool that you can use to grow your wealth. And then his investment is just 3 times 6, that's 18 million naira within 1 year. And then when we allocated him, it was like, wow, thank you so much. I'm really glad about this. And that's place is kind of estate, a land banking of farmer. Sorry for the break in. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, I think my network switched, and then I had to switch for another. Please, you can hear me, just put in the comment section you can hear me. Just a second, I need to be sure that we can hear me, and then I can continue. Okay. Just put in the comment section you can hear me. If you can hear me. Okay. Okay. I think we can hear me. So this is something that you want to, okay, thank you so much. Lepik. I can see Lepik. Who is Lepik? Introduce yourself, Mr. Lepik. Because Lepik is a name for one of the products we had with my mentor. Literacy to End Poverty Foundation or something like that. But no problem. I need to know who Lepik is. Please introduce yourself. Okay. I was talking about you owning an estate with an estate and creating cash flow. within an estate. So begin to look around that. And then by the time you do this investment over a period of time, you make a lot of money. You make a lot of money. Now I know about real-time issue, which is people investing in the real estate space, Nigerians in diaspora. And one of the questions they ask is, financial Paul, they asked me to invest $5,000 or $10,000 in Nigeria, but after 5 years, the devaluation of Naira affects my investment. What do? I tell people that this is how you should do it. There should be an investment that will earn you rental income, that will earn you income in Nigeria. And there should be an investment that wherever you are, whether in the UK or you are in USA or you are in Canada or you are in Spain or you are in anywhere. I have a lot of you guys spread across, or you are in Dubai. Let your investments fund wherever you are. I'm in Nigeria currently. I have a business that is earning me in dollars, and I have some spendings that I do in dollars. You see, my dollar business is the one putting those expenses. I can't convert my Naira business and take money in Naira, convert to dollar, pay for my expenses. So that is how it's supposed to be, to fight against capital flight. To fight against capital flight, that's how it's supposed to be. So you're coming down to Nigeria for a visitation, your Nigerian business is funding it. You are in the diaspora, and then your diaspora business is funding it. Now, real estate will help you preserve your wealth. Even when there may be a fluctuation in the exchange rate, but over a long period of time, real estate helps you to preserve the wealth. If you do your maths very well, is even much more better than stock market that you're investing in. Especially if you're in that's when you're investing your stock in Nigerian stock, is zero investment. Except you are investing in it for a purpose. You're investing in it in the stock market to be recognized by the company. Take for instance, you're investing in a bank and you own some large proportion of shares. Not just you're investing $1,000, $10,000, $5,000. Like you're holding large proportion of shares, and then you are recognized by the reason of your share ownership. Now, if you are a business person and you want to take loan, sometimes your loan has a lower interest or zero interest. If you own a bank, you can take money with little to no interest rate. So you are investing in company stock, having a business mindset. But if you are just investing, okay, as an investor, an external investor, let me just own some unit of shares, maybe 500 stocks, shares, or maybe 200 units of shares in Nigeria. I did an analysis on this on my YouTube channel, and I presented it. If you invest in the stock market, it is good. And I explained the beauty of the stock market. Liquidity purpose. You're investing in it because, hey, I need my money in the next 5 months. I mean, in the next 5 days. You reach out to the broker, they sell it off, and within 3 days, you get your money. That's not the way it is for real estate. Real estate, if you don't know how to sell, you may not get your money in 1 week, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, in 4 months. But your property appreciates faster. But stock market, the value increase. But if you do the exchange difference, as at when you invested, how much was Naira to a dollar, and now that you are selling it, how much is Naira to a dollar, I discovered that even though you make profit in Naira, when you compare it to the current dollar rate and global standard, you are making loss. But the beauty is that you can pull out your money back within 5 days. So such an investment is an investment that you put your money there for short term. Oh, I have 100 million that I'm using to run business. I can't use 100 million Naira to run business. I want to use 70 million to run my real investment, put 20 million in the stock market for liquidity purpose, because I may need urgent money that my real estate may not give face of within the space of 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. But I put it there because, hey, when I need urgent money now, 3 days, I pull out 10 million. That is one of the opportunity stock market comes with. But for the real estate, helps you really grow your wealth. But sometimes, especially in the Nigerian real estate, you may not be able to pull it out so fast. But if you are investing in real estate in the diaspora, because it's not like Nigeria, it's a different ball game. You are not the one selling, you are not the one handling your rentage, you are not there are people handling all those. So just put it out to a broker, and then a broker put it in the market, and then the sale is done. And then you pay your tax on it, you pay your broker, and then you have the rest. So there are different modalities around this. So, but one thing I have noticed in the US or the UK real estate and Nigerian real estate, that one is just growing. The return on investment is so high that you don't know what is increasing the return on investment. You yourself can influence the growth. It is not about somebody can be selling a land in this location for 10 million, another person is selling that same land in that same location for 20 million. It is affected by what you are doing on that land. Apart from what's going on in the surrounding, you can be bringing a lot of awesome projects on that land than the other person. So there are different things. Take for instance, Banana Island. Take for instance, Lekki and Ikoyi. Now, if there is a bridge that links Lekki and Ikoyi, just a drive on that bridge to the other side, you'll be seeing houses of 1 billion. But if you come back to Ikoyi, you see houses of like maybe, or landed property of like maybe 200, 300 million. But just a 5 minutes drive, you see houses of like 2 billion, 1 billion. The difference is what they are doing in those two locations. And then so many things around it. So Nigerian real estate market, if you understand it very well, you make a lot of money. So what I wanted to take advantage of this investment opportunity that we have for people in Nigeria and in diaspora. You tend to let me pull this out just a second. Let me pull this out just a second. You tend to is an opportunity that helps you invest in landed property, and then you earn rental income from this. You earn rental income from this. I'll be going on a short break for just 1 minute, just to take a cup of water, and then I'll be back and I'll talk about this investment opportunity. Don't go anywhere. It's an opportunity for you to own an estate within an estate, take advantage of pre-launch offer, and key in with an initial so that you can spread your payment and then grow your wealth, and then gives you opportunity for cash flow. So I'll be going on a short break, and when I'm back, I will talk about it, and then we'll call it a day. Tomorrow we are going to have another section. This one is more of 2025 position. So let me go on a short break. Like I shared earlier, some of us will be noticing that this is a different background. In 2025, I will be doing the real estate business and investment section anywhere I find myself in the world. So maybe I'm in Ghana or I'm in South Africa, Friday, Saturday is set. Maybe I'm in the USA, Friday, Saturday is. Get ready to be seeing different backgrounds. So, but when you see my normal background, you know that, hey, I'm in Nigeria. So just pardon the change. The thing may not be so clear, but I just have to do this section anywhere I am. So just a second, and I'll be right back. Make Okay, welcome back, great people. But before I move further, I want to appreciate all of us that are live here. I can see Sheun Digital live on this section. Thank you so much for joining us for today's section. And also, I can see Lepik. Thank you so much. Lepik has introduced himself privately. Thank you so much, Mr. Lepik. And then I can see Rito Joy. Thank you so much for joining our section. So awesome to have you. And I can see Mr. Odiano, sir, from Dubai. Thank you so much, Mr. Odiano. Say I can see Mr. Ayomide. Thank you so much for joining, and also King Wealth. I know some of us are live on this section now. We really appreciate you. So I want to quickly share my screen and then share with you opportunity that can help you and invest in real estate land banking opportunity, and then you can earn cash flow from it. Now, this opportunity is a land banking opportunity where you buy a piece of the earth, keep for a long period of time. Development timeline is within 3 to 5 years in Abeokuta, Ogun State. And then while you are waiting for the development, at this period, you can start earning cash flow either by farming on it or by leasing it out back to us to farm for your rental income opportunity. So I created this opportunity for a lot of Nigerians. That's what I asked, say, financial for what do you have for us? And then how can we invest and still also earn cash flow? I just don't want to throw down money and then I'm waiting for it to appreciate. I also want to earn money yearly. So this is an opportunity for you. You're in Nigeria or you are in the diaspora, and then you are investing in landed property. And then when you come back to Nigeria, you don't need to plug money from your savings in the USA or in the UK. You plug your money from your investment in Nigeria and you run your investment. I have one of us who came down from the UK to invest in Nigeria. And then the model is just that, okay, let me have an investment in Nigeria. So when I come down to Nigeria and I'm going out, I have something that is funding it. That's a plan. And for someone be like, I want to invest in Nigeria because it's my retirement plan. Do you get it? So I appreciate that. And also some of us are already joining us. Mr. Charles Adugo, thank you for joining. Mr. Akom Asuko, thank you for joining. Now let me share my screen, and then I will pull out the video, or I'll pull out the image that I want to pull out for us. So take for instance this. I hope we can see it clearly. Okay, this is what I will do. Let me share only. I hope we can see it very clearly. Okay, let me share just this one. Okay, let me share just my screen. I've misplaced this. Okay. Okay, this is what I'm trying to pull out here. It is out already. Pardon me just a second, please. Okay, great. Now, Great City, Land Banking Farm Hub, you earn yearly rental income. You buy 1 acre and you also get one plot free. You lease it back to us to farm and rental income yearly. So the pre-launch offer is selling for 4.5 million. Now, this 4.5 million, you have a 6-month free payment plan. And this 6-month free payment plan, this 4.5 million comes with additional one plot. So instead of you earning 6 plots, you get additional one plot. That's 7 plots in your name. Now, this landed property is a land banking and farm development here. People are already building around, but full maturity development will take like 3 years to 5 years. Do you get it? Now, why you leave it for it to appreciate, you can earn rental income. The truth is that you can farm yourself on this land and harvest and sell yourself. But for people who may not be able to come down and say they want to farm, we are farming on this land. Now, this total money is 4.5 million naira, all inclusive. No additional, no hidden charges. And what comes with this is deed of assignment and registered survey. In fact, on the land, we have a registered survey on that land. I don't know if I can share. I don't want to share some infos Except if you are interested, you can reach out to me privately and I'll be ready to respond to you. So we have it's deed of assignment, register survey, located at Ashao Iba Relay Abeokuta, is 30 to 35 minutes drive from the governor's office, and then 20 minutes drive from the Itaoshi Motor Garage, and then let's just say like 15 minutes drive from the center, uh, let's say city center. Do you get it? And then let's just say 10 minutes drive from let's say 5 to 10 minutes drive from the main community. Do you get it? So a number of people have owned these places. It's close to Sokoto Road. It's close to Sokoto Road that leads to Aton. It links you to E4. That is Ogun E4. It links you to Songo. It links you to Mowe of Father. Do you get it? It has different interchange. Now you key into an initial of 1 million expect balance for 6 months, and then after payment, we subscribe you into the lease opportunity whereby you can lease it to us, or you can even do anything you want to do there to earn cash flow. But what we are bringing out to people is another offer where you lease and earn rental income of over 900K. Do you get it? And this document, once you pay your 4.5 million, you have everything. You are allocated. Allocation takes within 2 to 3 months. A lot of people say financial poor have finished paying, I want to be allocated. We can allocate you immediately. Special allocation. We know that we are only allocating you and it's going to come with an additional charge. But if you are allocating people, a lot of people together, it is cheaper for everyone, because the cost of bringing the same surveyor and bringing the building team on site is not so much compared to you are bringing them for just one person. So sometimes allocation can take within 2 or 3 months because we want to do group allocation. But we have what we call special allocation, just only you, but that takes within 2 to 3 weeks, and then it brings additional charges. But the major thing from this one is that it gives you opportunity to earn cash flow from you. Very great. Thank you so much. Shondita is asking, how do we reach us? A number of us are already sharing. They are already reaching out to me personally on WhatsApp. So I want you to send a message on WhatsApp, and I'm going to drop it right here and here. +234. Please don't call. Just send me a WhatsApp message and I will respond. If you send me a WhatsApp message, I'll be ready to respond to you. And then this and say financial port, I'm interested in this offer. I want to own a piece of the earth and I also want to earn cash flow. WhatsApp +2340083604417. I will do what I will send you more details. I'll send you a brochure that gives you elaborate information, and I'll also add you to an investment community on WhatsApp. So send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll be ready here and there to respond to you. This is an opportunity that helps you earn cash flow for 2025, and then it will soon end. We'll soon close it, and then I'll still bring up other opportunities that can help you make, manage, multiply your wealth. Money does not make you wealthy. Money can make you rich, but financial intelligence will keep you rich. That's what I feel. If you have 10 million naira, to some extent you are rich, but can you still have the 10 million naira in the next 1 year? With financial intelligence, it helps you stay rich. So you know where to put your money. And for me, to some extent, I would say I have some level of financial intelligence, because I know that when I check my financial statement on a yearly basis, it's always as an increasing effect. And that's because of financial intelligence. So you need to have a lot of financial intelligence so that your investments or your wealth will not be like this, or it is going down. Even though it is going down, but it is going like, and that's how it's supposed to be. Today you have 50 million, you invest 40 million, you are left with 10 million, but after 8-10 months, you check your investment again, you've grown it to like 60 million. So even though it's like this, but it is going at an increasing effect. So financial intelligence helps you stay wealthy. And that's why I want to encourage you, if you are new here, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you watch our live section every month for the next 6 to 8 months, you'll be highly financially intelligent. And then you would have the required skills that can help you make, manage, and multiply money. This section is supposed to be for 1 hour, 6 months. I say 6 months. 45 minutes to 1 hour, and I don't want it to take this. I don't want it to be more than this. Wumi Oni from UK, thank you so much for joining. Mrs. Wumi Oni, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you. I already know where you're watching from. Uh, so in case you are new here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any question, reach out to me on WhatsApp. A number of people are already sending me a message on WhatsApp about this. I will respond to you at the end of this section. Thank you so much. In case you are wondering, how can I take advantage of this? I have little amount. Any question you want to ask me about investment in the real estate space, reach out to me on WhatsApp, and then I will be there to respond. And in case you are new here, I want you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel. We call ourselves the Money Magnet Family. On this live section on our channel, we talk on business and investments. Let me show you the channel. So when you go to YouTube, you see the subscribe button. I've not been consistent with posting because of it takes a lot to run an organization, but I make sure that my live section is consistent to some extent. So if you come to the live section, you will see dedicated to real estate. All the live sections is dedicated to real estate, but all the other videos dedicated to every other businesses apart from with real estate or apart from real estate. So we talked about bad solo business habits. We talked about businesses that you can start, best way to achieving growth. We talk about how to run Facebook ads, everything that help you grow your wealth. So this is something that you can take advantage of. And then sometimes I bring in experts to talk about businesses and investment. So don't be left behind. Do sure to respond, and then by doing what? By subscribing to the channel, and then let's grow our wealth together. I'll be going on a short break. I don't know if we have any question. I want us to ask a question. If I have any question, do some of us are already asking me on WhatsApp. I will respond to us at the end of this section. But if you have a question that you want to ask me right now, I will respond to us right now. It's 1 hour in. 1 hour in. I want to go on a break for a while, and then if there is no question, I'll be calling it a day, because I don't want this section to be too long. So please start punching in your questions. If you have your questions, I'm here to respond. But if I don't see our questions, we'll call it a day. And then tomorrow, we have another section that's going to be more of an interactive section and more focused on 2025 plans that you have put in place. Very important. Very important. Very, very important. So ask me your questions and I'll be ready to respond to us while we are on the short break. Thank you.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
This not make okay. Someone just asked a question, Lepik. He said, sir, Zealand for 200K. That's a good deal. When I kickstarted with 400,000 naira. So definitely at Great City, we have you can take advantage of half plot, which is 400,000, 800K, all inclusive for documents allocation. You get your registered survey in your name, you get allocated, and you get your other documents. Or you can do a down payment of 200K and then spread your balance. If you follow what I said earlier, that has to do with um, taking advantage of initial payments. Now, their initial payments help people to make money, and this is what I share for our marketers also. Okay, we are launching an estate, selling for $1 million naira. Drop 200K. Take advantage of that 1 million, and then when we leave the pre-launch season and we're selling for 1.5 or 2 million, get a buyer to buy for 2 million. Transfer your title to the person. You earn $1 million naira profit. You have to be wise. And then you make money. The person investing is also making money. Everybody is making money. So it is like everything is good. So this is something that you can take advantage of with the 200,000 naira down payment. You can do this even for other estates also. So I have Mr. Charles saying thanks. Thank you so much, with Mr. Charles, for joining today's section. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. You know, a number of us are here, and then we really appreciate. So I want to call it a day now so that we can close for today. We are much on the live section today. I think we have over 15 or 14 the section at in 2025. I'm going to be running a lot of massive ad on each of these section, and then we'll be getting into 50 in this section. So I think I should begin to run ads on this. I just put it out for people to take advantage of. But now I'm going to spread it to both people who are in the channel and people who are not on the channel or who are not on the community, so that they can take advantage of whatever I'm sharing. Thank you so much, guys. Let's call it a day. So in case you are looking out for getting more information, reach out to me on WhatsApp, and I'll be there right and there to respond to us. So I want to forward this video to somebody that you want to be financially intelligent. Someone that you want to be financially intelligent, and then you want this person to, even if the person is not investing now, you may not invest now, it might be in the next 1 year, but you are building that in financial intelligence. So forward it to them, let them subscribe to the channel, and let them keep feeding their minds with quality financial information. And then over time, they grow with wisdom to make wealth. This is very important. Guys, I appreciate us. I want us to call it a day now, and then we can resume tomorrow by 10 p.m. Saturday. This live section is always Friday and Saturday. And anywhere I am all over the world, I will be going live. So 2025, I'll be doing a number of trips, and then anywhere I am, I'll be going. So you'll be seeing a lot of different backgrounds. So please bear with me. All right.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
Thank you so much for coming out to celebrate with Zenith UCT Limited on their second year anniversary. What's your name, sir?
My name is Olukoga Michael.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Michael. So, you're one of the beneficiaries that won the plot of land. Yeah, via the 100,000 investment.
Yes, 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 yes.
Congratulations, sir. I'm so happy for you. So, what do you have to say to the viewers out there? You know, a lot of people are looking for opportunities like this, and we were opportune to have access to a platform like Zenith EOCT. So, what can you say about Zenith EOCT outside to the viewers outside?
Yes, I want to